When it comes to home insurance, Geico works for you. And since I'm the Geico Gecko, I work for you too.
Hey, Gecko, could you DJ my workout?
I got you, Derek. I know you like them sweet beats on leg day. Great home gym, by the way.
That's fire, Gecko.
I call this remix, bundle your home and car insurance so you can save and get coverage that grows with you.
Oh yeah, rolls right off the tongue. And you know what else I like?
Air horn.
Oh yeah!
Let Geico work for you. Get more with Geico.
Okay, so you know that feeling you get right before like a really big fight. Two huge names going head to head. I'm talking heavyweights.
Oh, yeah. Like that anticipation where you just, anything could happen.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what it felt like leading up to this LSU-UCLA women's basketball game.
Definitely. Like a clash of titans.
Right. And that is what we're going to be diving into today, this game.
It's funny you say that because there really was a lot more to this game than what we saw on the surface.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. What made this particular matchup so special? What were we looking at going into it?
Well, we're going to find that out today, but we've got some great sources here to help us unpack this whole thing.
Right.
So we've got a really detailed summary of the game itself, which is, essential. We've got an article from SI.com, and actually this article made a prediction about these two teams meeting again in the Elite Eight, which is pretty interesting. Right. And then we've got a YouTube video we'll be looking at where they're discussing if UCLA's Lauren Betts is actually leading the Player of the Year race this year, which, she's incredible.
Yeah.
And then just to round things out, we're also going to be taking a quick look at Kim Mulkey's Wikipedia page just to give us a better understanding of her background and, her coaching style.
Okay, so big picture. What made this LSU-UCLA game so much more than just another game on the schedule? Because it really felt like there were these greater implications.
Well, yeah, think about it for a second. You've got two top teams, both with their sights set on a championship, right? So every single win, every loss, it affects their tournament seeding.
Right.
A higher seed can mean an easier path to the Final Four. You want to avoid those upsets. And then, of course, you've got the national rankings, which play a huge role in, a team's momentum and how they're perceived nationally.
Okay, so seeding rankings, but also, just the talent on the court.
Oh, yeah.
It was a showcase of some of the best players in the country.
Absolutely. You're talking all-American caliber players on both sides playing like you can just completely take over a game. And that was a huge part of what made this matchup so exciting.
Okay, so let's dive a little deeper into each team now, starting with LSU. Obviously Kim Mulkey's name is pretty much synonymous with LSU at this point.
Oh, for sure. Her arrival at LSU has just completely changed the program. Not only is she an amazing recruiter, she's bringing these top players, but the way her teams play, the intensity they bring, it's just different.
Yeah.
Like those demanding defensive schemes and, that emphasis on the fast break. It's classic Kim Mulkey, and it's working.
Yeah, and when you watch them play high-powered offense, almost feels like an understatement. They're always putting up big numbers.
Oh, yeah. Offense is a huge part of their identity. They're always pushing the tempo, looking for those open shots, and they have so many players who can score. It's a nightmare for other teams to try and defend.
Okay, so that's LSU. Now let's talk UCLA. Corey Close has built a program that's a perennial contender. And they're known for something a little different.
Yeah, they're known for their defense.
Exactly.
They're incredibly well coached. They're disciplined, and they make it so hard for teams to score on them. Like you said, LSU is all about offense. UCLA is all about that shutdown D.
Yeah, and a big part of that is Lauren Betts. She's a force in the paint.
Oh, absolutely. Lauren Betts has been incredible for UCLA. And her impact goes way beyond just scoring. She demands a double team almost every time she touches the ball, which opens things up for their shooters.
Right.
And then defensively, her size and her length, it just changes the whole game. She alters shots. She controls the boards. She's a game changer.
Yeah. And then you've also got Gabriela Jaquez, who's been really stepping up for UCLA as well.
Yeah, Gabby Jaquez brings so much to that team. She can score, she can rebound, and she always seems to make the big play when they need it most.
Right.
She's a clutch player.
And then you've got Tamia Gardner, who transferred in from Oregon State.
Oh, yeah. Tamia Gardner is another great addition to that UCLA roster. She's a very talented player, and it says a lot about Corey Close and the program that they're able to attract players like her.
Okay, so we talked about the teams now. Let's talk about the coaches.
Yeah.
Kim Mulkey. You look at her career. It's just win after win after win. What is it about her coaching style that has made her so successful for so long?
It's not just about the intensity that you see on the sidelines. I mean, obviously she's very passionate, very intense.
Yeah.
But her teams are just so well prepared. I mean, strategically, mentally, they're always ready to play. And she instills this toughness in her players, this belief that they can overcome anything.
Yeah.
And, she's won championships everywhere she's been. So that experience, that pedigree, it creates a culture of winning. Her players, they expect to win. They're held to a very high standard.
And then you've got Corey Close, who maybe doesn't have as many national titles as Kim Mulkey, but is still considered one of the best coaches in the game. What makes her so special?
Well, Corey Close is amazing at player development.
Yeah.
She takes these talented players and she helps them reach their full potential. And she's also really focused on building a strong team culture. Her teams are always disciplined, fundamentally sound, and they play together.
Yeah.
That's a testament to her coaching.
Okay, let's talk about Lauren Betts again. That YouTube video that we mentioned talked about her being a possible Player of the Year candidate. What makes her stand out in that conversation?
Well, it's amazing how quickly she's become such a dominant player. Like, she's always been good, but this year she's just taken it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
The combination of her size, her skill, and her athleticism, it's pretty rare. And the fact that people are even talking about her as a Player of the Year that early in her career, it just shows you how special she is.
And then again, Gabriela Jaquez. Her versatility seems to be a big theme.
Yeah, that's huge in today's game. I mean, Gabby Jaquez can play any position on the court. She can score in so many different ways, and she's a great defender.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare for other teams to try and match up with her.
Okay, so let's talk about the game itself. For those of us who wanted to watch it, it was easy to find, right? I mean, it wasn't buried on some random channel.
Oh, no, this was a big game.
Yeah.
You could find it on all the major sports networks, and of course, you could stream it online, which is great. Women's basketball is getting more and more popular, and it's easier than ever to watch these big games.
And even if you couldn't watch the game live, you could still follow along pretty easily.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, all the sports websites, all the apps, they all have live scores and play-by-play updates and analysis. So you can, even if you're busy, you can still keep up with what's happening.
And we talked about this a little earlier, but, when you have two highly ranked teams like this playing each other, it's a big deal for the women's Final Four picture.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every game matters, but these games, they really matter. Because you're not just trying to win. You're trying to build a resume for the NCAA tournament. You want to show the committee that you can beat the best teams in the country. And so for LSU and UCLA, this was a huge opportunity to, kind of solidify their position as contenders and, maybe even influence their seeding for the tournament.
And it wasn't just people watching the game. It felt like the whole world was talking about it on social media.
Oh, yeah. Social media was blowing up. It was trending everywhere. I mean, people were posting reactions, sharing highlights. I mean, it really added to the excitement of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, it helps grow the sport when you see that kind of engagement.
And then you had the traditional sports media, which also gave this game a lot of coverage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, a game like this, it's going to get a lot of attention from all the major outlets. And, that SI.com article that we talked about, they were already predicting a potential rematch in the Elite Eight. So, I mean, people are already looking ahead to the next chapter in this rivalry.
So to sum it all up, this LSU versus UCLA game, it was a big deal. It had everything you could want. The stars, the coaches, the intensity.
It really did. It was a great example of how far women's college basketball has come. I mean, the level of play, the athleticism, the strategy, it was all there. And the fact that so many people were watching and talking about it, it just shows you that the sport is growing and it's only going to get bigger.
Okay, so here's something to think about. We've got LSU with that incredible offense and UCLA with that lockdown defense. And we know that some people are already predicting a rematch in the Elite Eight. So what could these coaches do? I'm talking Kim Mulkey and Corey Close.
Oh, yeah.
What could they do differently? What adjustments could they make to give their team an edge if and when these two teams meet again? What's going to be the key to winning that next game? Because the stakes are going to be even higher.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Right.
And I think it's something that both coaches are probably thinking about right now.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. But as always, we'll be back soon with another fascinating story from the world of sports. Until then, keep those conversations going and keep thinking critically about the games we love.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.